Okay, you guys, I think we have the technical difficulties fixed. If not, I'm sorry for those who have to watch the recording. But I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight about signing distributors and signing distributors for $99. And I feel like this was an important conversation we needed to have, especially coming off of a month with discount codes. Because I know every time in my business before this time, okay, when we had discounts and then we moved to not having them, I always felt like I couldn't sign distributors. Like I just had help to sign distributors. How the heck am I supposed to do it now with no discount, with no assistance? And I'm supposed to just magically be able to still sign distributors. And every single time we've had a discount, I felt like that until this month. And so I want to talk about it. I want to talk about how we can build momentum without having a discount code, with having the full value of the starter kit, and how we still can bring people in well, onboard them well, and still build momentum in your business. Because guys, signing distributors is like the key to finding a lasting business. Not only is it going to help expedite your paycheck, but it's going to help expedite your roots as well. When you have a team here, when you start building team and you start caring about people and working for people outside yourself, it grounds you in an entirely different way. There's days where I don't want to show up. Like there's days where, like this morning, today was one of those days. I just didn't want to do it. I was not feeling well. I mean, I've only done one shift today. So you guys, like when we hop off this call, I still have work to do. Like it has just been one of those days where for me, it would have been so easy to throw in the towel and be like, you know what? I'll get back after it tomorrow. But my team needed me. I've done 4 coaching calls today that I wanted to cancel every single one of them because I was just like, I'm tired. It's been a day. I don't really want to do this, but my team needed me, so I showed up. And because I had that root of my people, my business is still growing and I have a different level of push. Because one of the hardest things in this business to master, to get yourself towards success, is self-discipline. Every avenue of your life up until this business, you've had someone telling you what to do, whether it was your parents telling you when to wake up, when to go to school, when to whatever, the bell at school telling you when the class ended and the next one began, whether it was a college professor telling you you had to be here at this time, or a boss saying, this is your schedule, here's when you clock in. You've always had someone telling you what to do and hold you accountable until now. Now, this business, you are running for yourself. And not having that outside discipline is so hard to find the drive inside you to show up on those days where you don't feel like it, to show up on the days when it's tough, when you don't feel like it. And when you start growing roots down as a team, you start giving yourself a little bit more of that outside push, that someone is relying on you to show up for your business, to prove to them that they can show up for theirs. And so building a team, you guys, it deepens your roots here, but then it adds so much more fun. Like I had 4 coaching calls today, you guys, and I wanted to cancel all of them because I wasn't feeling it. But let me tell you, the hype I had after every one, where I was like, heck yeah, I'm so excited. Catherine's going to go out here and she's going to crush it. Or Tiana's going to go out here and she's going to crush it. Or Amber's going to go out and she's going to crush it. And I get off those calls with a whole different excitement because now I'm working with people. I'm making friends. I'm learning about people's husbands and their kids and all of these things. And it's allowing me to have so much more fun in my business. And then if you get down to the roots of it, you guys, adding customers is addition. You're adding 30 BV to your business. Adding distributors, you guys, that's multiplication. You're multiplying your work, like you're dividing your workload and multiplying the results. If your goal is 2,000 BV, that's a lot of customers for you to go and do by yourself. 100% doable, that's a lot of customers. But if instead you signed one distributor, just one distributor, you went from needing 2,000 in volume to 1,000 in volume each. And every time you add in another distributor, you take that down another level. It allows you to multiply your efforts without having to do more work. So all around, you guys, it's important and it's fun. And we want to talk about how you can bring in more distributors and how you don't need a discount code. I think it's important, like I said, coming off of discounts, to talk about it, get the elephant out of the room and talk about how you still can do it. But also, you guys, if you have your green carpet ticket and if you're going to the event in a couple weeks, drop a 3 in the chat. I want to know where my people are. Who's coming with us? Who are we going to see at green carpet? Okay, see, I got some. Yes. So you guys, you are about to get more discount codes. And what better way? I love it. Wow, so many threes. I love it. I'm going to see so excited to see all you guys. So, all of you people over here with your threes, you're going to get more discount codes. And if you're waiting for that, you're not going to have a big boom of distributors. You have to plant the seeds now, which will convert into enrollments now, but will amplify your results come October when those codes hit. I was announced just today as one of the top 10 distributor enrollers for the month of August. Insane. I don't even know, like, it just happened. It's amazing. I'm excited about it. But the thing is, I didn't do that in the month of August. I didn't show up in the month of August, work really hard, and earn in a spot in the top 10 of our entire company. It wasn't because of the work I did in August. And I want everyone here to know that. It was because of the work I did in July, because of the work I did in June. When there was no talk of distributor codes, when I was showing up for my business, signing 3 to 10 distributors a month for $99, when I was doing that work, that's when I built the potential list who were waiting for the gift of the discount and signed up then. That's your job now, especially if you put a 3 in here. You know you're going to green carpet. You have advance notice. You're about to get a ticket to grow your business. It's time for you to show up and do the work now to get the harvest then, because if you wait, it is too late. You can't run out in the storm and plant your seeds in and hope they're going to grow up. You plant your seeds in the dry. You plant your seeds when you don't see the clouds. And when the rain comes, you've been faithful beforehand. So it gives God space to bless that work. You guys know it's coming. You know you got those codes coming. You better be getting out there and planting those seeds now for $99, because people are going to sign up. People are going to sign up for $250 right now. Okay. People will come in with the big kits right now, $250, $150, $99. You don't need a discount in order to be able to grow your business. Momentum is going to be built from you deciding to show up now for the people who need you now. Your job, you guys, is to show up and offer this opportunity. The thing that you have your hands on, dude, it can change people's lives. I can speak from experience. I am night and day from who I was when I started this. This business has changed everything for me, and I'm seeing it do it for you guys too. You have a gift, and that gift is going to be received at the right time by the right people for the right cost. There's people that God needs you to be faithful right now with what you have, to go out and talk to the people right now with the opportunity, because there's people who are ready for it today. People that aren't going to wait for a discount, people who don't even need that, who are ready now. And it's your job to go plant the seed, to go find the people, to go offer this opportunity to everyone. And then let the cards fall where they lie. Because I guarantee you can sign distributors for $99. I've done it. That means you can do it too. You don't need a discount. And when you work now with tenacity, guys, I want you to go out and sign as many distributors as you can for $99. However many you sign with your discount codes, add one, make that your goal for this month. Because why the heck not? Because if you are hustling that hard to go sign full price distributors for $99 or more, when you get that code back, oh my gosh, you are going to be blown away with how quick it goes. You want to get rid of all 10 of your codes in October, sign 5 to 10 distributors this month. And I guarantee you the work that it takes to do that will set you up for 10 distributors with that code like that, because you're in the conversations, you're planting the seeds, you're getting to know people, you're building the relationship. And when you come in with a discount, you no longer are trying to get people in because it's cheap. You're gifting people a discount for an opportunity you already cultivated and planted the seed for. And this was the moment that God brought to them to make it affordable for them. It has nothing to do with you. You don't have to discount yourself to be able to help someone else succeed. You show up for them now and allow God to handle the discount part coming in. And I promise you guys, you're going to see growth in your business. So that was a lot for an intro. I think it was all the technical difficulties. I just hopped off 2 coaching calls, you guys. I am fired up. We could run a marathon. I'm excited for this month. Laura, come on in. Take it away. I'm so glad I made you as a co-host, because I don't know how to unmute you on here. So unmute yourself. Take it away and bring it on.
I absolutely loved every single thing you said, and I'm so glad you had technical difficulties, because it shows you're human. But listen, I'm having my own issues over here. My children still have not started school. So, y'all, if I can work amongst all of this, I can't even tell you. But anyways, some of the things that Mariah touched on was she mentioned a couple keywords and she was saying, like, don't like offer it to them next month when we have the codes because it's going to be cheap. Okay. You hear that word cheap? We don't want them to think that our business is cheap because it's not. And like she said, it is our job to provide the opportunity to everybody. Okay. It's not our job to decide whether or not they can afford it. It is not our job to decide whether or not it's even right for them. It is simply our job to offer it because this is a life changing opportunity and it's actually selfish of us to not share it. Okay. Like, how dare we not share this opportunity? But with that being said, I always like to point it out because when I first started signing distributors and I first started in the business, one of the things I struggled with the most was my mindset about it. And why is that? Because I joined this business because I was broke. I was broke, you guys. Like, had no money, had to like sell some stuff just to be able to buy my kit. And it was really out of desperation. And we were still not paying all the bills. I basically just said, I'm not going to pay that other bill also. Okay. So that was the mindset I came from. So in my mind, I was like, I couldn't afford it. So I assume everybody else can't afford it as well. You don't get to spend their money. Only they get to spend their money. Okay. And our job is not to just give them a price, it is to provide the value behind the opportunity. Because, yeah, they could go buy the Slimming Trio for $98. It's an awesome pack. Cool. But what if for just $1 more, you got two of those same products, but now you have the opportunity to take the products and make money, to pay for your kids' daycare, to pay for your kids' sports, to do that extra fun stuff. We have to provide the value in this opportunity. That is our job. Okay. First and foremost, it's not just, hey, come work with me, come do these things. No, what can this do for you? Once you start having those connections with people and start actually getting down to what it actually can do for them, that's when they will see the value in the $99. And also, this is one of my favorite topics, actually, because I'm not one of the ones. Mariah was lucky enough. She came in at a $20 discount. Okay. I paid 99. All right. I paid 99. And I can tell you this from experience. Most of my distributors that signed at full price when there was not a discount are the distributors that put in more effort. They stayed longer. They lasted longer because they had more skin in the game. Okay. They saw the value and they weren't afraid of it. Okay. They just jumped in and did the thing, but now they have more of an investment in it. So they're more determined to make that investment back. So look at it that way as well. And another thing, you guys, and this is one of my favorite things I like to mention, is I used to be a server for years. Do you know how much slip resistant shoes are? Do you know that the place I was going to go be a server at doesn't buy those shoes for me? Do you know that some places don't even provide you aprons? Most of them do, but not all. Like, do you know that I need to put gas in my car to get to work? And if I don't have a car, I need to buy a bus pass? Do you know that I need to pay for daycare or babysitter so that I can go to work? All of that costs more than $99. Put it in perspective, you guys. And because I found and saw the value in this opportunity, just the other day, I shared a story on my stories about how I was going to the gas station to get my girls bubble gum and Tic Tacs. Literally, that's all they wanted. They had earned a little reward. I was going to go get that. Somehow we ended up at Target and I spent $140 on nothing. Okay. And only because of this business was I able to do that. There's value in that. And I'm not even talking about the denominational, like the cash value. I'm talking about the freedom to do that. That's what we need to offer them. That's what you need to talk about. As far as getting in conversations, get in the conversations. Don't be afraid to ask people. Some people I know will say, offer it to everybody who hosts posts. I used to. And I don't know if, like, Mariah, you teach your people to do that. So I'm sorry if I'm going to say something. And they're like, well, she said, okay, I stopped doing that. And why? Because have you guys ever given somebody a host post to put up and it looks like crap? They like literally screenshot the messenger thing and that's what they put up as a post or something like that, or they accidentally paste it like 3 times in a row. I'm sorry, I'm not offering that person the business, okay? Because if I got to teach them how to copy and paste a picture No, I ain't got time for that. My time is valuable, okay? Also know that. Um, but you guys, when it comes down to it, like Mariah was saying, run now. And I'm really thankful that they told us we're going to get the discounted codes in October. But I'm also kind of like, maybe they shouldn't have. Because how many people are going to sit back and be like, oh, well, I'll wait. Maybe that person, maybe I should wait to tell them about it when it's $49. Why? Why wouldn't you let them get started now, get confident, complete their training so that they can go and borrow some of your codes to enroll people for $49? Stop being selfish with your codes, okay? We are here to help others grow and build. And yes, obviously, I'm going to use my codes first, but my team is welcome to them if I have some, okay? But you guys, stop putting the value lower than what it is, okay? It's not up to you to determine what they can and cannot afford. And I have so much I could say on this because actually, like the signing distributors and like building a team has been one of the things I've really been working on this past like year or so. But those are my key takeaways that I really wanted to talk about is the value in it and knowing that no matter what they do, if they go do a job, they may not see it as an investment or an expense, but it's there. They just didn't have to pay for it up front. Nurses and stuff like that, they have to pay out of pocket to take tests and stuff to recertify. How's that any different than us renewing our, website every year for $35? Okay. It's not bad. That is all. I just understand the value, get out of your own head and stop spending people's money for them. It's theirs, not yours.
That's so good. All of that is so good. Drop a 4 in the chat, I think we're on, if you took something away from that, because that was so good. I'm really so excited, you guys. And I think that's something that's so key. A lot of times our attitude shifts coming off of a big promo like this, feeling like we need that to be able to still have success. Guys, what's going to sell this business is not a $49 discount code. It's your energy and your excitement when you're showing up. That's what's going to make the difference. And so I want you to get on fire. I want you to feel it. I want you to be excited. This is going to be one of the biggest months that we've had in this business, you guys. We are ready to run. We are not slowing down. We are not going through a winter season. We are putting more fire on. Big things are coming at conference, you guys. Bonuses with the shortest payout in history, and it's going to backdate. So if you promote before green carpet, when you're in the room or when you hear about it or whatever, the bonuses they announce, that applies to you automatically. Okay, I went diamond at my first conference. They announced a $10,000 diamond bonus. That meant the work I had already done, I was getting $10,000 extra for doing. Okay, get your booty in gear. There's no rule that says you have to wait till the 25th, 26th, 30th to promote. I've seen people promote earlier, and I want to see you do it too. They're bringing out Christmas cash at green carpet, you guys. Okay, again, everything is going to backdate. Let me tell you, you want to be signing customers and distributors now. Let me just say that. You want to be signing customers and distributors now. Because when they announce Christmas cash, this is a way to earn additional money so that you can pay cash for Christmas. You want to already have some new customers and some new distributors in for this month because everything backdates, you guys. Hear me there. You want to be putting in the work now, not when they announce things. If you wait for the announcements, if you wait for the codes, you're too late. The bus has already left the station and you're in one of those weird little like things trying to like follow behind it. That's a train, but we're going with it. And you've got to be on the train, which is leaving now, which is going now, which is building momentum now. And if you wait, you're going to miss out. And I don't want to see any of you guys miss out. I want to see all of you guys be in on this rush. As soon as I messed up the transportation, Laura, I just thought about your comment on my live the other day where I talked about like 700 different modes of transportation. You guys, I like transportation analogies, okay? I never said I was good at them. But we want to be building the momentum for your business now. And that starts with the distributor conversations. Bringing customers in is fun, but bringing customers in does not change your momentum at all. You're still like rolling here. What's going to move the momentum is the distributors, is growing your team, is finding more people to care about, more people to help. And so in a super quick fashion, I want to talk about the system that was working for me really well at the end of July. So end of July, we were $99 kits. There was no discount. There was no join now promo. There was nothing. Like, it was just straight up $99 kits. And we were pushing to close out Jamaica. And I was pushing, you know, Hannah was pushing to close out Jamaica. And we were working together and we were like, how can we do this? How do we make it happen? She needed like 5 distributors in the last like 2 days of the month, 3 days of the month. I don't know. It was crazy. And we were like, we've got to do this. What can we do? What can we pivot to make this happen? And I feel like that entire situation was such a godsend for me because I had someone under me. I had someone that was not myself. When you guys start showing up for other people, it changes everything. And so I decided, I was like, what can we do different so Hannah can earn this trip? And so we started doing 3-way calls with her potentials. Okay. She was getting them all. She's talking to them. She was getting them set up. I was hopping on the phone, showing all my love and energy. And I was signing up distributors, her distributors, on the phone for her. Like, they were giving me their card information, their social security number, and I was signing them up on her website while I was on the phone with them. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. This is fun. And I was like, I've not done distributor phone calls my entire business. I will avoid phone calls like the plague. Okay. If you guys know Courtney Grutza, she does the launch pad with us. She is my best friend. You guys, the first time she called me, she was on the way to my house. We lived in a different state. She was coming to visit and she called me because she was lost on the way. And I literally sat there staring at my phone. I looked at my husband and I was like, what do I do? He's like, you answer it. But like, that's how much I don't like talking on the phone, you guys. Okay. And so I never would have gotten out of my comfort zone on my own. But because I saw someone that I cared about needed it, I was willing to do whatever. And that led to me doing calls for myself and my business, where I started doing my own potential distributor calls. And then, you know, here we are now, and I'm doing 3-way calls for all of these new girls on my team. And then Hannah's getting to go and do 3-way calls for her team. And because of that one decision to get uncomfortable and try something new, we signed, between me and her, 6 distributors in like 3 days for $99. I want you guys to know we started that on that. That's like instant results. Okay. It's not like we tried these calls for a couple weeks and we test ran it and we're like, yeah, you know, post to post works sometimes, doesn't work sometimes. I got some comments. I didn't get some comments, you know, the things that work, but take time. You guys, we saw instant results. We changed the game for ourselves because we got personal. We took the time to get to know people and let them really hear us. One of my biggest reasons for not doing 3-way calls, you guys, or phone calls with potentials at all, was because of my time schedule and my daughter. If you guys happen to have watched the Ruby and Above training that was streamed to the East Region page, Lord have mercy. Oakland was not asleep like she should have been, and she was insane. Okay, it was a mom call. Okay, it was a lot. And that's the reason I was like, I can't do phone calls with my potentials. Are you kidding me? I have a monkey at home that escapes its cage. Okay. She's everywhere. She's doing everything. She's loud. There's no way that I can also manage this in my business. And I want to make sure I mention that because I'm sure some of you guys are feeling that, where you're like, my life is too crazy. It's too loud. I work. Like, you have these reasons of like, I can't fit phone calls into my life. But you guys, would it not be better to fit? It takes like 15 minutes. Okay. To do that once a day. So it's what? Not long. I'm not even gonna try to do math. Once a day for a week, okay? And to talk to people. They say if you do 7 calls, I would say you probably sign at least 2. Okay? 7 calls, at least 2 distributors. I would say you sign for $99. Is that not worth it? Because now your goal, your 2,000 in volume, is now divided by 3 people. And it'll take a lot less time to get that goal done than it would have if you wouldn't have spared that 15 minutes a day. It's the way we look at it. Do the call, get some AirPods, put them in your ears, do your call while you're driving. Do it with the kids and the monkeys in the background, okay? There's been plenty of times my daughter is screaming and I'm like, yeah, hold on, give me a sec. And people get that. And when you guys, I cannot urge you enough to do potential distributor calls. If I could shake you and tell you, I get it. I know how you feel. I know you don't want to do it. I know that's more than you feel like you want to do, but if I could just shake you and be like, just try it. Give me 7 calls. You will sign distributors. And the thing is those distributors are going to know you. You're not going to bring someone in with my scripts where they're thinking they're joining me. Okay. right? Because you guys are all using scripts, most likely, that you did not write yourself. So it has a flair of someone other than you. They're not joining you, they're kind of joining that person, right? But now when you're on the phone, that's unfiltered you. That's the crazy you. That's the Lord Jesus help you. That's who they're joining. That's what we want. Because once they get in, they get you. And when we can start showing them that before, you're gonna have better distributors. Because there's been people, you guys, I've gotten on the phone and they're like, this is, you just not, this is just not gonna work. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I know it. I'm loud. I got a lot of energy. I'm like this almost 24/7, you guys. I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But I would much rather know that before they spend their money with me and get my hopes up of thinking I have someone, a rock star, and I'm excited to help them. And them just to find out that like I'm too much for them and this is not a good dynamic and relationship and then stop. Because then that happens, which it happens to all of us. We take it personal. We're like, oh my gosh, I did something wrong. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. Versus if you just put it out there, it's handled. You're not their person. Cool skadoodles. Keep on going. And you're building a relationship. I get my new distributors now on phone calls. I'm doing coach calls every single week. And it's normal and it's not awkward because I've already talked to them. I've already started that relationship. So now it's easy to continue it. I'm not going to go into too much of my systems because I've done so many trainings here recently. There's one on the road to VIP. There's one in the East region, but we have our lounge. And so if you guys are on our team, I know we have Leanne's team hopped in tonight. We have our lounge. It's 4 super short videos. If you guys are on our team, you should know this, but it's a video I put together of my story of the 5 years I've been in this business, a quick video about our company and products, a quick video about what we do every day, and a quick video about how to get started and make money. So that's the resource one. You talk to them, you give your potentials a little bit of information, and then you plug them into a third-party resource. Give them another place to go and learn for themselves, and then pull them back out. Get them back in that conversation. One thing that I've started doing that I love is getting them to give me a number 1 to 10. After they watch their videos, where are you at? 1 being, this isn't for you. 10 being, you know what? Sign me up. And this gives you a really good point of knowing, like, if they're like 1, 2, 3, they're probably not joining right now. I don't know what the reasons are, but this is probably not in this season a good fit for them. If they're 5 and above, they have a hesitation, a fear, or a worry, or a question. That's what's holding them back. But once they give me their number, I'm like, awesome. Let's hop on a quick Q&A call and let me go through some questions with you. And you guys, I'm going to give you my potential call script right here. So get ready. You ready to write it down? I tell my story. I say, that's a lot of information. What questions do you have? That's it. That's my whole potential distributor script for you guys. Hopefully you have lots of notes there to write. It's so simple. We overcomplicate it. We're like, we can't do these calls because I'm not a professional. I don't know what to say. You just have to be a professional in you. You've got to know what you've done in this business or what you want to do. Because it's cool. You're new. I love it. Tell them that. Tell them I'm just getting started and I'm so excited because I know this business one day is going to allow me to be able to stay home with my daughter. It's one day going to allow me to be able to put gas in my car and not have to worry about it. It's going to, I'm working on earning my first $800 bonus, and that's going to allow me to pay off a bill. Talk about what it's going to do for you. And then just say, I know that was a lot. What questions do you have? That's it. That's all you got to do. And then now you just answer their questions. It's so simple. And then again, I love to end it. Give me a number. Scale 1 to 10. 1 being, this isn't for me. 10 being, you know what? Sign me up. And if they're not at a 10 at this point, you guys, I'm not getting off the phone. I'm like, okay, what does it take to get you from 7, 8, 9 to a 10 right now? And I like that because it really, at that point, you're diving into their real hesitation, the real reason that they don't like this. And more times than not, it's either they can't afford it or they're scared to fail. More times than not, that's what it ends up being. And I love that because that's not something that they're necessarily going to just divulge. When you get to that point, that's when trust really starts being built. They just told you a secret. They just told you something that they didn't necessarily want to make public, that they can't afford it or that they're scared. Because no one wants to admit those things, right? I don't want to tell you guys I can't afford something, and I don't want to tell you guys I'm scared. I just wanted to have this image and show up. And when we start crossing that bridge, that's when we really start relating to people. And so I always address it. I try to find ways around it, give them like a little bit of confidence. And if I can get them to a 10, I say, awesome, let's do this right here, right now. And I sign them up right there on the phone, pull up my little website and get it going. You get it all done. You get it done for them. You take care of them. You do everything that you can to set them up for success. And then you let them go. You hop off the phone and you go start and you train your team well. Because if you guys didn't have a chance, go look at the Tuesday tips on the East Region page. Ashley Mayfield did an excellent job today talking about like distributors and quality over quantity. Because you don't just want a bunch of distributors. Because if you do like more of the bad things, like you do more of the bad action, you're not going to get a good result, right? There's been plenty of my times, you guys, I've signed 20 plus distributors in my business. My highest month of distributors, I signed 43 distributors in 1 month. But the thing is, you know how many of those distributors still work this business? Not a dang one. Not a dang one still works. So was it worth it? Did it do anything for me to show up and sign all of these people? No, because I was doing the wrong things, just a whole heck of a lot of it. We want you guys to learn the right actions, because with the right actions, you don't need 43 distributors. You really don't even need 20 distributors. Get yourself 3 solid people on your team and your entire business is set. Because then we can move into the power of 1. The power of 1 is I bring in you, you bring in 1. So say this month with the power of 1, I'm going to go sign Laura. Laura's my distributor. We're rocking it here because I believe now in quality over quantity. I'm not just mass enrolling. I'm doing the right actions. I brought Laura in not just to fill a box, but because I want to take care of her and I genuinely care about her life. So I'm going to train her well. Power of 1. Laura's going to go find 1. So Laura signs Jess. So in this month, I brought in technically 2 distributors because I signed Laura. That helped my team grow. Laura, I trained her well. She signed Jess. That also helped my team grow. I got 2 now. Now the power of 1, we move on to next month. Next month, I sign 1 distributor. I bring in Haley and I love Haley and I take care of Haley and I care about her family and I train her well. And so Haley's going to go sign Marisol. And if I say her name wrong, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just going down the list and I'm really bad at it. And so she's going to go sign Marisol. And she's going to love her and she's going to train her well. But I still love Laura and I did the right work with her. So Laura's signing another one. Laura's signing Felicia. But because Laura trained Jess well, Jess signs Hannah. So right there, by signing 2 distributors and taking care of them, I now have a team of 6. And then we do it again and we do it again. And like Laura put in the chat, that's over 4,000 distributors under you in a year by taking care of signing 1 person and taking care of them each month. We got to bring them in right. Onboarding. This is one of the biggest breakthroughs I've probably ever had in my business, was shifting my concept and understanding of onboarding. I thought onboarding was when you bring a distributor in and you train them well. Onboarding starts before that, you guys. Onboarding starts how you recruit. If you are just sending blind scripts to try to get and throw as much against the wall, get as much to stick just so you get the enrollments, that's not good onboarding. That's not good recruiting. Those people, the likelihood of them having a successful business is not it. You got to do correct onboarding, genuine onboarding. You've got to find genuine recruiting. People take the time to get to know them beforehand, bring them in, love them and train them well. And that will be your momentum builder. When you take the time on both ends, the recruiting and the launching, you care about your people, you convey the value of what this opportunity can do, you will find success. You will go executive this month. You will go Ruby this month and beyond, because it doesn't take all of these things. We love to complicate momentum. We love to complicate growth. We love to complicate these charts. But you guys, if you just take the time to love people better, because for a long time, we strayed away from that. A long time, we weren't looking at people as if they were people. We were just trying to self-serve and get a bigger paycheck. But guys, if we remember to love our people, we're called to be the hands and feet of God. That starts and ends with love. That is the first thing, is to love others as yourself. Like, that is the number one thing in the Bible God wants you to know, is to go out and love people. This business is not meant to just build you an income, but it's meant to build you a legacy and to build something bigger than just you. And it has to start and end with loving the people that God brings into your path, whether it be a customer, a distributor, a potential, a person that you just happen to scroll past on Facebook or drive by on the road. Whoever God brings into your path, it is your job to love them, to show up for them, to give them a chance, to not spend their money, to not write them off for this opportunity because you think X, Y, and Z, but to give them the chance to go out and use your help to change their life. You have the systems in front of you guys. You have the lounge. You have the launch pad. You have your upline for three-way calls. You have a place to plug them in weekly here. You have corporate resources. You have the tools to build a booming business, to build a business of people who are out there and killing it, who are out there and working, who are showing up, who are excited, who are doing this with you. You just got to start showing up with the passion and excitement and the ability to love people. You got to fill your cup. You got to show up and you got to believe that God has ordained you for this time, for a time such as this, that it is coming together. I've been talking to people off and on over the past, I don't know, week, and it just keeps coming back and keeps coming back. But you guys, I believe we're at the tunnel, like the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't even think we see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think we're like ready to step out. We have been so faithful through the droughts of this business, okay? It has not been an easy couple of years. And if you guys have been around for more than this last month, you know it's been a little tough. We've been through some growing pains. Things have shifted, you guys. But right now, our team got it. We shifted, y'all. There's people who are struggling in this business right now, and it's not us. We don't have that here because we shifted. We figured out the right systems. We figured out how to care about our people. You have the tools to build yourself and other people a successful business. Now it is your turn to go out and to steward that power well, to get this opportunity in as many people's hands as possible, because you never know whose life you could radically change just by making this offer. Because I can tell you, I know I'm changing lives. I know I've made a difference with Hannah. I know Hannah went and got a passport because she just earned herself Jamaica and ain't never been out the country like this, okay? That alone shows I'm making a difference. I'm building relationships. I'm making friends. I know Haley her daughter just turned 1, which is just crazy. And I'm able to celebrate with her. And I'm able to go and look at the pictures and be excited with her. And we're able to talk about things and build that relationship. And I know I'm making a difference. And I didn't do that because Hannah and Haley are boxes on my chart. I didn't do that because their names are a 400 box so that I could hit the next promotion. I didn't get that because I decided I needed another bonus, but because I took the time to see the people God is putting in front of me and lock into that. Dive into that and grow into my calling, because you have a calling here. You have a reason that you are here. You are called to be something to somebody, and it doesn't have to be me. You don't have to be the loud pep talk person, okay? You got to be you, because who you are, someone needs. And it's time that we start showing up with that. It's time we start showing up that we believe that God has us here for a reason, that God has us on earth for a reason, that we are worth something, that we are to somebody. But girl, you are the whole freaking package, okay? And it's time that you show up like that, because you've got a job and you've got a mission. And that doesn't have to wait till next month when you have a discount. You don't need to discount nothing because you're the whole package, okay? And when you show up this month selling that whole dang package, next month, when those codes come, you guys, you are not going to be discounting something. You're not going to make it cheaper. You're going to be genuinely helping people join. Because you're not going to go out there when the codes dropped at this time, you guys. I honestly debated even posting about the discount because I knew my people and I knew I didn't want to make this cheap. I wanted it to be a gift. The discount is a gift because I joined, like Laura said, I joined for $20, you guys. I had to take $20. I was so struggling. I had to take $20 out of my rent, pay rent late, get a $135 late fee to start this business for $20 because I didn't have it. For me, it wasn't a discount. For me, it was a gift. You've got a gift coming next month. Those of you guys who are growing the green carpet. And if you're not too late to get a ticket and get your booty there anyway. You can still get to this event because not only are you going to get these codes, your life changes when you're in the room with like-minded people. This is so much growth and momentum and excitement and life is going to come out of this. Get yourself in the room if you can. But you know you've got this gift coming. It's time to plant your seeds. It's time to get in the conversations. It's time to connect with your purpose. Find your people, love them well now, because you're going to have people who are ready now. And know that you have a gift coming in a couple of weeks to close the deal, to finish it up with anyone who wasn't quite ready. But the thing is seeds take time to grow. You have to plant them now, because then it's going to be too late. So I'm going to wrap it there, because this is a little bit longer than it normally is. But you guys, I'm telling you, I'm like over here sweating. I could jump up, like I could go. I'm ready to go. I have never been this hyped this late into a year, okay? I feel like this is January momentum, and it's not. It's September, and I'm so excited about that. You newbies, you babies don't even know, but like, y'all, this is rare air. This is a whole different vibe right now, and you don't want to miss this. You want to be in here. You want to be touching this fire. You want to be plugged in. You want to be growing, because y'all, whoo, big things are happening. And you got two choices. Either you get on our train and you ride the momentum and your business changes, or you wait. And the next thing you know, you're in that little trying to catch up on our train, on the train tracks. Have it right this time. And you're trying to catch up because the train left, the momentum kept going, and you're wondering why they have success and I don't. And the secret, you guys, is it's today. It's showing up now. It's getting that last shift done, even though you don't feel like it and you're tired because it's 10:15 and Mariah talked a long time, but it's doing it anyway. It's loving your people anyway. And when you make that decision now, tomorrow everything changes. And the next day, everything changes. And the next day. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hopping in tonight, pouring in or leaning in, pouring in all the things while we're taking a little bit longer. But we will be doing this again next week. Next week is going to be our Back to Basics training. We're doing this the second Tuesday of every month. So whether you're new or not, plug in, because there's a lot of times that we forget sometimes the basics. I love doing basics trainings. They're always a good refresher for me. And if you guys are in your first 90 days, make sure you're on. And if you have a new team, make sure they're on next week. It's going to be a great resource. And so like always, I'm going to pray us out. So, dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this space. Thank you so much for these women. I know you were just doing such miraculous things right now. I truly believe we are at the point of harvest. I truly believe that these things that we planted in faith, that with things that we planted in fear, the things that we planted in doubt, not knowing if we could really do this, not knowing if this could be anything for us, I believe that we stewarded it well. I believe we followed it well, and that the harvest is coming, that people's lives are changing, and that the growth that is about to erupt out of this group is immense and immeasurable, that things are going to completely change for every single person on this Zoom, that their lives are on the brink of the next level, that their finances are shifting, their families are going to shift, their relationships are going to change, that everything that their little hearts want is going to start coming together as long as they stay in their faith, as long as they keep doing the work and blessing and touching all the things they can. We want to put Jesus cooties on it all and trust that you're bringing the harvest, that we're doing the right things, that we're staying in your calling and your path for our life. And as long as we do that, and we focus on the work, the things that we can do, we know and believe that you're going to do the rest, that you can do far more than we ever could, and that you're walking alongside us on this journey. And we're so freaking excited for all the things that are happening and coming together here. And we love you, and we're so grateful. In Jesus' name, amen. I love you guys so much. I've got to figure out how to end this recording on the computer.